And I'm, with Google, I'm telling you, you can do anything. No, I'm not kidding you. Okay, I'll give you an example. All right, I'm getting ready to go on a Sundance. And I'm in Idaho. I'm not on the Pine Ridge Reservation. I'm in Idaho at 5,000 feet. It's about 75 degrees in August. And I'm getting ready to go on a Sundance. And I find out that the temperature is 114 degrees in the daytime. And I'm going to go and dance for 4 days with no water in the sun. And guess what? I don't get afraid very often, but I felt apprehension. What if I can't do this? My ego was involved. What if I can't do this, with these other guys that, have been doing this for 15 years, and I don't stand with them to pray for the world. What if I die? What if I get heat exhaustion? All these kinds of things, 114 degrees, and I'm not acclimated. And so I decided to go up and do a vision class in Glen. So I go up on the mountain, and I made about 155 tobacco ties, and put them in a circle, went with my pipe and sat there. Now, by the way, the stories that I'm telling you, many of them, the songs that I'm playing, Indian country is divided on whether I should be sharing this or not. I remember in Arizona, we started a school for Navajos, and when everybody came to our first meeting, I ended with doing a thank you song. Within 5 minutes, a medicine man came up to me, who I respect, and he said, "FourArrows, you know better than to take that out of the circle." 2 minutes afterwards, another medicine man that I respect came up and said, "FourArrows, thank you for taking that out of the circle." So we're really split in a lot of ways in our historical trauma and our challenges. So this is sensitive kind of stuff, but you know what choice I've made. So I'll continue with this very sacred story. So I make the tobacco ties, and I get in the center of it. My plan is 24 hours. Something will come and help me overcome this fear of being without water for 4 days in 114-degree temperatures. As soon as I get inside the circle, this rat-like creature came in to start eating on one of the tobacco ties. And instantly I kicked him out of the circle. And as soon as I kicked him out of the circle, I went, damn. That could have been my vision. And I wasn't, I didn't get myself centered into this other world that I want you all to realize that we're so far away from with our inability to recognize animals as our teachers. And so now I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I got to get up for 23 hours and 55 minutes. And I blew my vision. And so I sat there really just knowing more and more that creature was why I was up there, and that I had messed it up, and that I'm not going to get a second chance when it came back. And it came into the circle, went to one of the red little squares of cloth with tobacco inside it, and started eating it. After it ate a few bites, of course I'm being perfectly still, holding my pipe, it turned and faced the west, the same direction I was facing, like a little mascot or a pet dog, inside the circle. And then I knew, no question. But I didn't know what it meant, because I don't have that wisdom anymore. Most of us are losing it. Even indigenous peoples are losing it as we continue to wipe them out, like we're just about ready to do with the Aborigines in Alice Springs. Look for John Pilger's film on it coming out in 2012. So here's this creature, I'm studying it, and it's a rat with great big back legs, a big long tail. And so it stayed for about 6 minutes and left. And another bite of tobacco and left. So now I'm there just giving thanks to the FourArrows, giving thanks. First thing in the morning, what do? I go down the mountain, I go into my house. We have a cabin on the Sawtooth National Forest edge, and I start the fire for the sweat lodge, and I rush upstairs, and Bee's just waking up, and she says, "Where are you going?" I said, "To the computer." And she says, well, why? I said, I got to Google something. Because I didn't have, we're two dogs or anybody to talk to that had this wisdom, right? So I went to talk about the use of technology. And I get on, I put in Mammals of North America. And there it was. It had the Latin name, kangaroo rat. And underneath it said, the kangaroo rat, the only mammal in North America that can go a lifetime without a drop of water.
Oh my God.
Swear to God. And instantly went into the lodge, totally confident that in some way this animal had taught me, hey, you know, it can be done, kind of thing. Now, I literally have 30, 40 stories similar like that, with horses, with crocodiles, with bees, and you do too, but because you haven't, most of you, and I don't, maybe I'm presuming wrongly, but I'm guessing that most of you haven't taken this concept that the animals were here first. Many of our peoples, of our Native American peoples, believed they were our teachers. Many of the creation stories are about them being our teachers.